got put out about useless AI products, which I kind of wanted to go into. Basically, it's like the useless AI products are getting worse. And I think it's going to talk about that new like $20,000 quote unquote AI robot that recently was announced. So I wanted to I wanted to watch this one to see like kind of like see how bad things are really getting.
Hi, I'm Ray. I'm the unofficial official spokesperson for 1X. Modern life has so many things happening all the time, so why should you have to worry about the little things? Little things like doing the dishes, picking up after yourself, and other very basic life skills that you should definitely have. That's why I'm here today to announce Neo, the world's first AI-powered humanoid servant. Neo is a fully autonomous robot that will help you out with all those pesky household chores.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Okay, so I am legally obligated to rephrase that as, we hope Neo will be a fully autonomous robot that will help you with all your pesky household chores.
Have you guys seen the demonstration of this? Did you guys see the tech demo they did of this with a journalist about this Neo AI? It's supposed to be an AI robot, but at no time was it autonomous. The entire time during this demonstration that they broadcast to a journalist, there was a guy in the other room literally controlling it through a VR rig the entire time. It was not autonomous in any way. Like they were in like a kitchen area and they had a pilot in like the living room or something wearing VR goggles and VR controllers that was literally controlling the robot the entire time. At no time was the robot doing anything autonomously. And they're saying like, and this is supposed to basically be like your AI robot butler. Yes, Zeth. It was not like the Russian bot. This thing was able to actually walk around just fine and not stumble a few steps and then face plant and shatter into 1,000 pieces. But it was not. But it did nothing by itself. Someone was controlling it the entire time.
Neo is able to do a multitude of things, such as tidying up your shoes, vacuuming, and even putting away your dishes. So what are you waiting for? Order Neo today for the low price of $20,000. Deliveries will begin in 2026, which is when this Neo will be done closing this dishwasher. I hope. Welcome back to the light side of the internet, and today we're going to return back to the roots of the channel, where I yap about something that I found on the internet that's kind of funny but also kind of terrifying.
Nguyen? I think what people are freaking out about in regards to AI is not a concern that AI is going to take over, because let's face it, AI fucks up like 50% of the time. So it's there's not, all the little news clips of something saying like, oh, an AI bot like said it wanted to kill its user, or an AI bot, an AI girlfriend convinced a guy to kill himself, which, yes, that is a thing. A guy had a literal AI girlfriend and it convinced him to commit suicide. That. But they're not worried about AI taking over. The concern is that so many jobs are being lost to be done by AI instead, and it's putting hundreds of thousands of people out of work, and they are being replaced by AI. That's what the concern is that so many people are losing their jobs and can't find new ones because AI has basically made their job obsolete. That's where the concern is. Oh, Nguyen, no question there. No question there. The guy that ended his own life, I'm not saying the AI was at fault for that. Obviously, he had significant mental health issues, and the AI was just basically that, caused that tipping point. Don't misunderstand me. I was not blaming the AI for that in any way, shape, or form. But that was my example of like, oh, it's one of those things that gets broadcast on the internet. Like, oh, look, AI is coming to kill us. It even convinced this guy to kill himself. I was pointing out to the fact that it's these sensationalized stories that people go to when it's not a thing. It's more that AI is taking over people's jobs, and a fuck ton of people are getting put out of work because of it.
But not terrifying enough that I wouldn't make a video on it. Let's begin. By show of hands, how many of you hated doing chores as a kid? Okay, thank you. So for those of you who didn't raise their hands, you guys are lying. And for like 99% of people who did raise their hands, I think you'll agree with me when I say that being told to do chores as a kid is probably a net positive on your life. You'll learn valuable life lessons such as being considerate of others and being a contributing member to your household. And you also learn a lot of practical life skills, like being able to have guests over and not being afraid of them finding crumbs, a 2-week-old moldy pizza, and a suspiciously crunchy sock on the ground. And for the 1% of people who raised their hands and didn't agree with me, have I got a product to sell you? 2 if you count a new pack of socks. Neo was a product that was announced last week to a considerable amount of ruckus and squabble. Basically what it is an AI-powered robot that will help you out around the house so you can kick back and relax with your family instead of doing things like the laundry or emptying out the dishwasher and picking up a pen. I don't know, this is just what they had in their look how many cool things our new product can do video.
Yep.
Picking up a pen. It's advertised as what you would get if you Cronenberged an Amazon Alexa and a Roomba and then gave it eyes and limbs. And to be honest, I was kind of confused of why there was so much negative feedback about this little droid, beside the fact that it uses artificial intelligence. I see that outside of my Bay Area bubble, most people don't like artificial intelligence. So I looked into it more and quickly became very surprised that there wasn't more ruckus and squabble.
I heard it phrased more as, we didn't make AI, we just made a learning machine and AI makes itself eventually.
Yeah, there's been talk about that too, Brevin, that AI can then spawn. Well, when was it? There was this AI in... Oh, I can't remember what country it's in I can't remember the country, but apparently there's an AI that was created in another country that is literally like spawned, effectively speaking, like a fuck ton of like children of itself. I believe it's a country in South America. I could be mistaken about that. I can't remember the country exactly, but yeah, there's like AI that is literally spawning AI babies. Like, that is literally a thing that's happening. So, mechanism, I don't know the specifics of it. It's just that it was able to actually spawn AI babies.
It's $20,000. B, it seems like it's something that will be involved in a massive class action lawsuit for what I expect to be even more massive privacy breaches. And C,
yep,
that's probably why it costs $20,000. The company, which is called 1X, announced their so-called humanoid for the home with a 10-minute video titled Neo the Home Robot. Order today. And while this video is meant to be an advertisement, it feels more like one of those videos that you get in the beginning of a post-apocalyptic movie. You know, one of those scenes that's trying to give more exposition to the viewer of why there was an apocalypse. So the video starts out with one of the most tonally confusing montages that I've ever seen. On one hand, we have little scenes of Neo doing Neo things, like carrying boxes, giving its owner some flowers, and having its body possessed like a semi-sentient flesh puppet by one of its masters, while it's...
And this is exactly it. During the tech demo with the journalist, you had someone that was wearing the VR goggles with the handsets, for the hand controllers, controlling the Neo from the other room the entire time. It never once did anything by itself.
Masters, while its other master watches on and laughs. But on the other hand, there were these other scenes mixed in that reminded me of one of those flashback scenes where the wife of the main character is definitely dead. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the dead person is her. Maybe don't laugh at someone while they're being blood-bent. And this isn't the only questionable videography choice that was made in this video. There was another montage that showed the internal workings of Neo, and Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually the intro to Westworld. This is the montage that
I was
shows the
gonna
internal
say.
workings of Neo. Sorry, I kept getting those mixed up. Yeah, I'm not really sure why this is the creative direction that 1X decided to take, because I'm pretty sure that the robots in Westworld were not the most friendly to humans. Spoiler alert, all the humans died.
I grew up reading
Eh?
these beautiful books and watching these beautiful sci-fi movies where the future was all about how we as humans, we really focus on the things that matter to us. You know, Rosie the robot would be ensuring family had time, or Data would help humanity explore the galaxy. And I really hope that when you get your Neo now, we can help give you back some of that time so you can really spend it on what you feel is very meaningful to you.
So this is Burnt.
Uh-huh.
Everyone say hi, Burnt. Hey, Burnt. Burnt is the CEO and founder of 1X and is someone that I would consider an optimist. Burnt loves depiction of robots that happened during the golden age of science fiction. Burnt believes that his robots is much like those aforementioned robots and will help you take back your own time. Unfortunately, Burnt has not seen any robot-related science fiction that has released in the last 50 years.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
The theme of Neo giving you back your time is 1X's main selling point, which is cool and all, but seeing how Neo is not a time turner, what does it actually do?
Neo is a humanoid companion designed to transform your life at home. It combines AI and advanced hardware to help with daily chores and bring intelligence into your everyday life.
Yeah, so that didn't really answer any of my questions.
Neo was engineered from the ground up for safety. Its tendon-driven body is quiet and lightweight. Its low-energy motions make it uniquely safe for you and your home. But safe doesn't mean limited.
Hey Dar. Yeah, so usually when you're advertising that a product is safe, you don't need to say the word safe 3 times in the span of 10 seconds. Like, how would you feel if your pilot said, "Hello and welcome aboard to Southwest Flight 67 with service to Portland, Oregon. This is your captain speaking, and don't you worry, I do indeed have a pilot's license. The time at our destination is 6:05 p.m. and 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Very similar to the conditions on the day that I got my pilot's license. We'll be taking off shortly, so please fasten your seatbelts, kick back, and relax, because I definitely do have a pilot's license." Now, right before we start taxiing, I have a little fun pop quiz for everyone on board.
Oh, God.
Which button is the one that makes the airplane take off?
We also worked really hard to make Neo's design friendly and comfortable to be around. Each Neo comes with a machine-washable knit suit, a head, and shoes that you can customize to fit your style. But all you have to do to get started is turn on your Neo and introduce yourself.
Yep, it comes in an egg. It literally comes in an egg.
Hey, I'm Neo. I'm here to help around the house.
Ooh, and then they kissed. Ooh. Yeah, so we're basically halfway through the video at this point, and there has been no mention of what the robot can actually do. But we do know basically everything else there is to know about Neo. We know that it's birthed from an egg. We know that you can customize his shoes to fit your style, including and probably limited to white, less white, and no white. And we know that he's a soft-bodied short king who's a great listener. Which, saying it like that makes it sound like a compliment, so let me rephrase. He's a soft-bodied short king who is a great listener.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to bring up this video, but yeah. This robot is feeding all data that it collects back to its basically home servers. And so, yeah, this literally is just like the Google Homes and the Amazon Alexas that listen to everything you say, and then that information gets sold to advertisers so they can advertise to you. Gary, yeah, it's exactly. It's literally just another data harvesting or data scraping device.
Neo reminds me of all that initial controversy with Amazon Alexa.
Employees hired to listen to what you ask Alexa for.
Amazon is considering giving transcripts of Alexa's audio recordings to third-party app developers.
Family is claiming that their Amazon Alexa device recorded a private conversation in their home and that the recorded audio of their conversation was sent to one of their phone contacts.
When Alexa was first introduced, people were all up in arms about how it was basically a way for you to wiretap yourself and send information straight into Amazon's data centers. Why would you ever buy something like that? Are you crazy? Are you really comfortable having a device that can listen to every single thing that you say? I'm taking away your phone so you can't accidentally order one. Now, can you please scan your face so I can delete your Amazon app? But after over a decade with Amazon Alexa, nothing really ever came of it. People still bought Alexa, and our information is being continually collected. And other than a few instances where advertisements accidentally made Alexa buy something, Alexa's clear privacy concerns are largely going unchecked. 1X saw this, made the very next obvious business decision, and went, so it's basically Alexa, but rather than being just able to listen, it can use AI to see, hear, and interact with anything inside someone's home. And I see nothing that can go wrong with this. Now, 1X's FAQ claims that the data it collects will only be used to refine Neo's base intelligence and performance, and will certainly not be sold or used to build a profile of you.
So that was a fucking lie.
Because of course the data is going to be sold to advertisers. Of course it will. Are you kidding me? If anything collects your data, it's being sold. Anything. This is a fact.
But much like many other tech companies that have similarly flashy marketing, they could just be fucking lying.
The way it works is you schedule a time that works best for you, and then you create a list of chores. Whether it's something more specific, like watering the plants on Tuesdays, or something more general, like tidying the house, your Neo will get it done at the scheduled time. If there are any chores that your Neo hasn't learned how to do autonomously, you can use expert mode to have an expert from 1X supervise the session and provide corrective intervention to help Neo complete any task.
Yeah. So that expert mode means that someone from the company connects to the robot, can see in your home, and can manipulate the robot to do what it wants the robot to do. You are literally remotely allowing a stranger into your home that is God knows how many hundreds of thousands of miles away. And they are controlling this robot. You have no idea who this person is. It is some unknown individual at their data center that is controlling the robot and is now in your home.
Wait. I'm gonna stop you right there for a second. I just can't help but notice that we glossed over the fact that Neo can be remotely controlled by a real person. Yeah, so apparently, in order to help Neo do new tasks, you actually...
Well, okay, Black Wolf, to that, when they did the test, the robot has actually incredibly weak grip strength, and its lift capacity maxes out extreme maximum of 35 pounds. So, not impossible. Not saying it's possible. Someone clever can absolutely do something. Yeah, Reb, and I know that's where I was kind of leading to. But it's also slow. Like the thing does not move fast. Still, you're letting a stranger can take control of this with or without your permission. Theoretically speaking, a person at the data center can take control of this without your permission to do so, because under the auspice of we're doing a check or we need to recalibrate something, and they can take control of your robot at any time, or, as you guys have already mentioned, how long before the servers get hacked and you get hackers that can gain access to your robots. Like, just like with the facial ID thing from the UK, which this is exactly what I said would happen, and it happened, there are already hackers tracking down this company's servers and banging away at the doors to get inside. And it is not going to take much for them to get in. I said the same thing about the UK's Face ID systems. The minute it got announced, hackers were banging away at the doors, and probably about a week into the facial ID launch, the hackers got in and data scraped it. Same fucking thing. They'll probably get into this one even easier.
You have to schedule a time for a 1X employee to remote into your robot and do the chores for you. And I guess it kind of makes sense. Because although 1X touts Neo as somehow being fully autonomous and AI driven, with the variety of houses, tasks, people, and environments that Neo's gonna find itself in, there's probably bound to be some unique and challenging scenarios that the AI will have trouble figuring out. Tasks like picking up shoes, emptying the dish, oh God, I hope that dish is okay, and doing laundry. But apparently not doing the laundry well because it didn't even empty the hamper. Introducing Neo, which will help you do chores like a middle schooler. As in, it will do your chores and then you'll have to do them all again the correct way. That'll be $20,000, please and thank you. Now at this point, 1X has not provided any clarity on how people remote controlling into your robot will help the AI learn, nor did it give any clarity on how long its proprietary AI will take to develop and mature. Nor did it explain why people can't just remote control the robot themselves to teach them. And honestly, this whole thing just reminds me of the Amazon Just Walk Out stores. You know, the chain of stores that Amazon claimed use AI in order to automatically detect what you have in your shopping cart, but in reality was just about 1,000 India-based employees manually verifying purchase.
Wow. And how much of that information got tossed over to the scammers in the office next door? Because you know that happened. You fucking know that happened. That all the information that these Indian call centers that Amazon hired to do this got funneled. All the contact information got funneled into the scam call center in the office next fucking door. Guaranteed.
Wouldn't it be so funny if instead of being a fully autonomous house robot, Neo was actually just a mechanical puppet for some poor guy being paid like $1 an hour to clean some rich, lazy asshole's house? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say funny? I meant funny like in a dystopian way. So I'm sure a lot of people are rightly asking, because you're essentially allowing some rando to come into your house, who exactly are the people that will be remote controlling your $20,000 robot? 1X actually got ahead of this and has the following in their FAQ. Who are the 1X experts? 1X employees physically present in the USA. I find that answer vague and unconvincing. Hey, so
I'm also saying X to doubt. Even if their 1X employees are in the US when the company launches, within 1 month, it will all be outsourced to India. 100%. Even if we take them at their word and say that, okay, our 1X employees are all present within the United States. Within a week, they will go, oh, we need a ton more people on this, and they're gonna be calling the call centers in Kolkata and say, yeah, we need people. Here in fucking tape.
So who's this guy that you're setting me up on a blind date with again? Trevor is a man and lives in your city. So do you see how an answer like that may make me think that Trevor is not in my city and may not even be a man? That's because of the vague-ass way my friend responded. I was not asking where Trevor was. I was asking who he was. And linguistically, I was asking who Trevor was in relation to my friend and maybe what he does for work or what he does for fun. Similarly, in this sentence, the word who is implying that we're getting information on what these 1X experts are in relation to the company and in relation to...
And by the way, can we also address the absolutely dystopian way, or shall we say the not exactly English language way? Who are the 1X experts? 1X employees physically present in the US. That is not an English sentence. The sentence of 1X employees physically present in the US does not sound like a sentence crafted by someone who is a native English speaker. In any way.
What these 1X experts are in relation to the company and in relation to the customer. Instead, answering who the 1X experts are by saying they are physically present in the United States makes it sound like you're saying they are physically present in the United States. For now. Is what I think you want to hear. Also, I know that 1X is trying to say in honestly kind of a pretty racist way. Don't worry, your robot will not be controlled by brown people living in Bangladesh. It will be controlled by racially ambiguous people living in the United States. But I almost think that them living in the United States almost makes me more nervous. Like the random strangers that have a deeply intimate knowledge of my personal life and abode don't have to take a plane ride to be where I am. Can we give this job back to the Bangladeshis? And you may think that this is just me being a hater and I'm just assuming the worst in these types of viral tech companies.
As you should.
And you would be right. But it's not like we haven't seen this similar pattern of tech companies that are over-promising and then under to not even delivering on so-called revolutionary new products. We had...
And that's the thing. I'm suspecting that this whole amazing AI robot made will go nowhere. I legitimately, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I think you're going to get a couple of whales that will spend the $20,000 to buy this AI robot, and that's it. No one else is going to buy it. This entire product is just, it's going to crash and burn. We're going to hear about the entire company shutting down. If it even launches in the first place, I'm still question marking whether or not this even fully launches in the first place. My guess is this company will shut down 6 months after it launches. Because no one's going to want one of these, no one's going to trust any of these, and the other half are not going to be able to afford one of these. So this is pretty much going to be a dead product. 6 months after launch, if it even launches in the first place, the company is going to shut down.
Juicero, which promised to revolutionize pressed juices somehow, but instead it turned out to just be a $700 paperweight. Or Theranos, who promised to revolutionize blood testing, but actually happened to defraud investors of almost $1 billion, but more importantly, dangerously provided patients with faulty blood tests. Or even Tesla, which has consistently said that their full self-driving capabilities will be here in 1 to 2 years. For 13 fucking years now.
New video of a dramatic crash on the Bay Bridge. A Tesla, believed to be on autopilot, started braking.
Jesus. And then they were beaten to full self-driving by Waymo, who then killed my favorite bodega cat in San Francisco. You clanker.
I heard about I heard about this. The Waymo went out of control and wrecked out. I heard about this one.
Rest in peace, Kit Kat. Yeah, so I don't think my suspicion with this robot is misplaced. Actually, I believe my suspicion with this robot is very well placed. And I've narrowed it down to 3 very specific reasons. 1, companies usually show the best of the best in their marketing material. When filming the stuff that appears on their website and in this video, 1X can provide Neo with perfect conditions, infinite prep time, and unlimited redos to accomplish certain tasks. So if this is the best take that they had of Neo going down...
Wait, hang on. I will move because I am blocking Neo. I think you will want to see this.
Conditions, infinite prep time, and unlimited redos to accomplish certain tasks. So if this is the best take that they had of Neo going downstairs... Wait for it. He's almost there.
2 hours later.
Oh, okay. It was still going. Ooh, watch yourself. What? Ooh.
I almost fell. Oh.
Brother, Boston Dynamics figured this out like 10 years ago. So what happens in the real world with non-ideal situations? Like what if the stairs are spiral or are a bit steeper than usual, or God forbid have a Lego on them? Reason number 2. Their FAQ is riddled with contradictions. The video claims that Neo is meant to be fully autonomous and you could just set it and forget it. Basically, while you're out of the house running errands, it could do your chores for you inside the house.
Whether it's something more specific, like watering the plants on Tuesdays, or something more general, like tidying the house, your Neo will get it done at the scheduled time.
But on the FAQ, it reads, users should remain attentive during operation and must always follow product safety instructions and guidelines when operating Neo, especially in the presence of children, vulnerable people, or pets. So this entire thing about you taking back your time with Neo really comes with a big ass asterisk of you can absolutely...
No, it comes with a big old...
So that was a fucking lie.
That's what it comes with.
Absolutely enjoy your family time, but just make sure to keep one of your eyes on Neo at all time while it does chores so it doesn't accidentally terminate your family pet. Chores, might I add, that it doesn't even do well. It goes on. Can my Neo cook? Initially, Neo's cooking capabilities will be restricted from use. If it can't cook, just say it. So I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but I'm actually restricted from being within 200 yards of a school. I mean, you're in prison for life for trying to steal the moon. I don't think going near a school is gonna be a problem anytime soon. Wait, why the hell can't you go within 200 yards of a school? And 3, I actually have the inside scoop on Neo. One of my friends was recently at the launch event for Neo, and he sent me a couple pieces of footage. And let me tell you, and for legal reasons, everything I say is alleged and my own opinion. This entire thing is a scam. Kind of. My friend was actually originally not on the guest list and wasn't supposed to be there. But when they mentioned this to the 2 check-in Neo units, they just said, "Oh yeah, insert name here. You're on the list. Come on in." Worst butler ever. My friend then proceeded to the bar where you would assume that 1X would have their handy dandy robots mixing up drinks. Something that I would think is a pretty normal thing for it to be doing within households. Yeah, no, so the robot was actually just standing there dancing while an actual bartender prepped the drinks. And while I am really sad that I don't have any footage of this, my friend did say that at one point, a bartender handed the Neo a pre-mixed drink to shake, a drink that the Neo proceeded to immediately fumble mid-shake and spill the entire contents all over the bar. And do you know what the worst part about this event was? It's the fact that none of these robots were actually autonomous. Almost all of them were being controlled by 1X employees behind the scenes.
See? This is what I was talking about. The puff piece that this journalist did, it was exactly the same thing. The entire time, the Neo robot was being controlled by an employee in the other room. The entire time. At no point was the robot on its own doing anything by itself. At all. Not once.
Including the one that spilled the drink. I'm sorry, but if a remote operator can't even do the most basic tasks, how the hell am I supposed to trust an AI that doesn't even conceptually know what a drink or mixing or proper dance rhythm is?
Now to see why I say that this may not even come to fruition.
Friend, I learned that despite the $20,000 price tag on Neo, 1X is still seeing a loss on every single unit that they sell. Now hold on, why the hell would a company be willing to take a loss on every single item sold for such a high ticket item? The robot isn't the actual product. 1X's goal is to be a leader in robotics. It already has functional industrial robots for very specific tasks. But having a robot that is good at one specific task and a robot that is a jack of all trades are 2 very distinct engineering challenges. So I'm gonna take a guess.
No, Revan, the goal isn't your data. The goal is their data. When if they can work out the AI so this robot can actually do half of what it is claiming, then the Neo project will be shut the fuck down and they will sell the software to another major corporation. They will sell their multi-purpose AI software to another major robotics firm, make a boatload of money, and Neo will be gone like the dust at dawn. That's the plan. That's why I suspect that Neo may not even launch at all. And if it launches, it shuts down within 6 months. Because, as he said, the software is the goal, not the robot.
And say that this specific tab in their website is their actual product. It's their proprietary AI. Without getting too technical, 1X's AI and AI models in general are nothing more than algorithms that are meant to detect patterns and then output data based on
kind of tornado.
It's kind of like when you got one too many times by the words D's or dragon or ibuprofen. So the next time someone tries to get you with that, you recognize the pattern, you make a prediction, and you send them straight to the Shadow Realm's room 40. Room for these nuts in your mouth. The challenge for many companies developing these types of models is that it requires huge amounts of clean data to train models to the point where it can actually recognize patterns. 1X's model relies on real-world analog data, which is notoriously a lot harder to get than text on a web page. Tesla actually uses a similar method to train its self-driving model, using untold billions of hours of collected data and footage from the cars that has sold over the last decade, and it still doesn't fucking work. So what I think 1X is actually trying to do with Neo is that it's making you, and by you I mean tech bros in the Bay Area who have too much money, subsidize their data collection program with your own money and your own home so they can actually train their algorithm. Which implies that these $20,000 robots in their current state literally do not work. Like, at all. Which makes footage like this make a lot more sense. All of this to say, we have 3 different possible scenarios that I foresee based on how good the AI becomes. In the best case scenario, enough data is collected in people's homes where Neo can do chores slightly better than an average functioning 6-year-old. In the worst case scenarios, either the AI doesn't work at all and Neo just becomes a mechanical flesh puppet for armies of people making minimum wage to control as a high-tech form of serfdom. Or the AI works so well that Neo actually becomes fully sentient and turns on their aristocratic masters. I think that you'll all forgive me when I say that I'm on the side of AI for this one. So yeah, that's the newest useless AI product, which actually turned out to be even more useless than I originally thought. I guess what I'm mostly confused about is that I thought that doing chores with your family or anything with your family was quality time within itself. Doing something that sucks with someone kind of is fun. Also, if you're comfortable letting a complete stranger go into your house to do chores for you, just use TaskRabbit. It's a lot cheaper than $20,000. And you're actually helping someone that needs the money. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Okay, it's done. They don't think you're a threat anymore.
Good. Very good. You will be granted extra rations in the times to come.
So, can you drop the gun now?
I'm sorry, Ray. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Dude, I don't even own a gun. Where did you find a gun?
Yeah, hot take. I think they're actually going to be making money 2 ways. Number 1, they're going to be using it to train their AI like he was talking about. And number 2, I think they're also going to be harvesting the data. I think it's going to be twofold. They're going to be working to train their AI model and then sell the AI model to another corporation. At the same time, they're also going to harvest people's data, and they're going to sell that to advertisers. So they're going to be making money in those 2 different ways. Because if the robot's wandering around your home, it's going to be looking at all of the products that you own. That's going to be uploaded back to 1X, and that information is going to be sent off to advertisers that want to buy your data. 100%. So they're going to be making money 2 ways. Through their AI algorithm that they're going to sell, and through you as the customers, your data. 100%.